You're very welcome to our second live stream of the day, and this is the big one. This is the Platinum Final. Those girls are in the final from Antrim against Cavan. I don't know if Antrim have ever even been in this final before, but they've had a great couple of years. They've had a lot of success at under 16 level at Ulster and All Ireland, and here they are now in the Platinum Final. They have stepped up. Their manager is Martin Sherlock. In there, he's got Sean Maguire, he's got Claire Keenan, he's got Sean Fleming, he's got Shauneen Stewart, and the FLO is Fionnuala Murphy. And they are here today to create a little bit of history in Crossmaglen. We've already had a victory in the first game for Armagh, the home team, against Tyrone, that in the silver final. Elsewhere, Down and Monaghan won two of the other finals. But this is the last one of the day, and this is the biggie. This is the Ulster Minor Platinum Final for 2025, and it's Antrim against Cavan. And what else can I tell you? The referee is Gavin Finnegan from the Unreacht Club. That's the Kingdom in County Down. So he is in charge, and he's waiting in the middle. Let's go to the teams, actually. That's probably a good idea to give you the teams, because we're not long away from the start of the game. So we'll start with the Antrim team. Let's have a look at it there. Holly McGahey in goals. She's from the Gorts. That's in Belfast. Gort Namona. Lara McNichol is at 2. She's a Derry background, as you can tell by that name. And her grandfather is the late Seamus O'Hare, who was a great servant to Antrim and Ulster colleges for so many years, from the St Bridget's Club, Lara. 3, Maeve Devlin from St Paul's. 4, Amelia Annette from Lavyarog. 5, Aoife Fitzsimmons from the same club. 6, Kiva Heffron from St Bridget's. 7, Shanna Bradley from the Gorts. 8 at midfield, Anna Rice from Glenavy, and Hannah McGurr from St Gall's at 9. 10 is Anna McGarry from Ardoyne Kickham's in Belfast. 11 is the captain, Hannah Donaghy from St Bridget's, and she would have had involvement with the Antrim seniors as well. 12 is Aveen Monaghan, and she certainly has had involvement with the Antrim senior just recently in Clonus with that smashing late goal that won the league final. She's from Glenavy. Full forward line, Leah Stewart is number 13 from Moneyglass. She's a senior player for them. 14 is Erin Stewart from St Gall's. Saw her dad earlier, Carl Stewart, arriving at the game. And her brother, by the way, Sean, is in the Irish Cup final at this moment with Cliftonville. And 15 is Mia Mills from the Gorts, again from Gort Namona. So that's the Antrim team. Let's look at Cavan then. Jerry Charters in charge of them. And goals, Fauncha Higgins from Mullahoran. Brilliant goalkeeper. Saw her play last year. Was it the All-Ireland under 16 or minor that she made an amazing one-handed save, and she is in there between the sticks. 2, Christina Grigorenko from the Lurgan club. Cora McDonald at 3 from the same club, and she also plays basketball for the East Cavan Eagles. 4, Kate McShane from Cornafane. 5, Alva Kennedy from Killygarry. 6, Katie May Riley from Knockbride. 7, Aveen Smith from Lavey, and at midfield, Lauren Miney from Arva. 9, Amelia Mussey from Mullahoran. 10, Ruby Gilmartin from Ballyhaise. We know a lot of these names. We've seen them so often in the last few years with the great Cavan underage and school success that they have had. 11, for example, Ella Sheridan, the captain from Killinkeer. She was involved in both of the Baileyborough Community School recent All-Ireland wins that they had in the last month or so. And 12, Holly McPhillips from Shercock. Her dad is Paul, and he's just been elected as the new Cavan LGFA chairperson. 13, Katie O'Mara from Cavan Gales. 15 is Kate Fagan from Mullahoran. Kate and Katie on either side. We've been so used to seeing them for the last number of years. They are deadly. And 14 in between them is Sarah McAvinny from Kingscourt. So those the teams, and we are very close to the start now. We are on Ulster Ladies Facebook page and Ulster Ladies YouTube page, so you can watch on either of those, and I'll be going to either of those and checking them if there's any comments or messages as we go on. So feel free to leave a comment there or a message, whatever you like, or tell us where you're watching the game from, that kind of thing. So I would imagine Cavan are the favourites because they've been in this final so often, and they have that pedigree there, whereas Antrim are the new girls at this level. And the Cavan management, I just mentioned Jerry Charters, but let me also mention Martin Tackney, Maurice Kelly, Colin Finnegan, Corey Smith and Louise Cahill, or Cahill. I can also give you some information about the schools because they contribute richly to this level. I know the Cavan schools, I've mentioned Baileyborough and Loreto Cavan, but for Antrim you have the likes of St Dominic's, and then the Dominican College, Fort William, which my mother went to a long time ago, and St Genevieve's and Rathmore, all those schools contributing, and more schools contributing as well. And they are all multi-talented, these girls. I mean, the likes of Hannah McGurr and Anna McGarry won the Northern Ireland Cup in basketball, and indeed Hannah was MVP. And in netball, well, 2 of them played in the European Championships recently, Aoibhinn Monaghan and Anna Rice. And then, of course, Cavan, well, they have a big netball, basketball connection down there as well. Right, that's all the information you need. Now we're going to go to the start of the game. It's got very cloudy here. The sun has just gone in for the moment. It has been very breezy here in Crossmaglen, and it picks up now and again. Makes it very tricky for the players, but Gavin Finnegan gets it underway, and that ball just went up and down without the breeze affecting it. So hopefully it'll not affect the game too much and we'll get a good game. The pitch is in pristine condition. Let's see what Antrim can do then. What are they made of? Hannah Donaghy, the captain, carrying it forward right through the middle. 2 or 3 players to go through, and she runs into trouble and indeed overcarries. So a free out for Cavan. And they will try to break. Antrim committed quite a few players forward, and there's room here, and Antrim don't have a +1 back. They may be in a bit of trouble here because these forwards are very, very good. We've seen them so many times. Kate Fagan leaves it off. Ellis Sheridan gives it in. There's a chance here already for Ruby Gilmartin to go round the goalkeeper, and she gets a toe poke on it and puts it in the net, and it's taken 40 seconds for Cavan to get the first goal of the game. First blood to the Breffni County in this Ulster Minor Platinum final. Rounds the keeper. She wasn't going to miss from there. Ruby Gilmartin from Ballyhaise kept her cool. So a great start for the girls in blue. Holly McGahey. One mistake for Antrim and you get punished. That's ruthless. But they will try to keep their calm here and get a little bit of possession, and Fitzsimmons is going to do that now, and she has it. And she is going to go forward, and she glides past her player with ease. That was a nice play, but she's still going. Might need a little bit of help here, and Stewart is there for her. And the other Stewarts is available as well. So the 2 Stewarts involved. And now they come back out to Anna Rice. This is her midfield partner, McGurr, and that might be intercepted. Cavan player nearly jumped in and got it. Chance here. This is Aoibhinn Monaghan, and she's bursting through. A good bit of pace from her, and she's going direct, and it's gone. Yeah, it's gone to the right. That's what Aoibhinn Monaghan can do, but just didn't get her shot away at the last moment. I would say the breeze had something to do with it, but I think she just didn't really connect properly. But definitely she is a danger player, as you saw there, the way she burst towards that. Foncha Higgins now with a kick out, just drives it up the middle, looking for Gilmartin, but on the break. Looks like a 50-50. The referee's going to have to hop this one. So 3rd minute of the game. And Antrim rocked by that goal, but they have recovered quite well to get the ball up the field and carry on regardless. Anna Rice in there, and Anna Rice does well. Brilliantly, in fact. 2-3 times maybe to get that ball. That was great determination, and then gets it to McGurr. And this is Anna McGarry now, and the chance for Stewart maybe to take her score. Thought about it once, twice, leaves it off. That's maybe the right thing to do now. Rice goes for it, but it's not quite going to do, and it's going to go to the left, and it's going to go wide, and Cavan will be happy with the way that they defended that one. So very quiet atmosphere here. Maybe it's something to do with the location and the time of the game, I'm not sure, but I'm sure there's a big crowd online giving big support to both of these teams. Rice got an important touch to that and took it to Fitzsimmons, and Antrim coming again. 2 or 3 attacks. Hannah Donaghy now the captain. I think she wants to get on her right foot. She's nipped in here, and this is good play by her. A lot of blue jerseys there, and a great hand in to get the ball away from her, and that was really good defending. I think it was Katie May Riley. Katie May, I think it was, who got in there with an important hand. Really well defended, but Antrim trying to go through the middle, and it's just too congested there. So again, the Cavan defence doing their job well. This is Miney. That was Alva Kennedy. Killygarry is her club, and they were in an Ulster Minor Club final a few years ago as well. Fagan now gets in behind, chased by McNichol. 1 attack so far, 1 goal. 2 attacks, and it's a point and a goal. And it's Gilmartin again. I think it was her who got the goal, wasn't it? And I think she got that point as we watch it again till we confirm. Number 10. Yep. 4.5 minutes gone, and Cavan already shaping up well, ruthless when they get forward and miserable at the back in terms of not giving anything away. Rice trying to force the issue. Good determined play by her. Held up by Smith for Cavan. Needs support and gets it from Heffron. But that's Miney doing great work for her team. And the support is here for Smith. And she uses that support from Riley. Famous Cavan name. And the ball played down into the corner. That's a good ball. Never mind the breeze. That's good accurate football and giving the forward every chance of getting the possession. Fitzsimon's nearly nipped it away, but it's the Cavan player, number 11. What a ball that is if it comes off, and it nearly got to Gilmartin. She was nearly through there. And it was from Ella Sheridan. Nearly sliced Antrim open again. This is a net for Antrim. The breeze has really picked up really strongly. It's coming right into my face, so coming across the pitch into the camera, if you can imagine. So maybe that's why Antrim and a lot of the play has been coming down this side of the field. Rice plays it in. Now that ball will be carried by the wind, but beautifully caught. Never mind the conditions. That's terrific play at the back. And that's something that Antrim need to avoid, I think, because Kristina Grigorenko just plucked that out of the sky, and you can't be giving 50-50 balls into your forwards. Compare that with the ball into the corner a moment ago by Cavan that gave the forward every chance. This is great pace from Kate Fagan. She's going at the defence. She's tearing through. Past one, past two. Can she get past the keeper? She doesn't. And it ends up going over the end line. But the threat there again, so direct from Cavan and so effective when they go forward. And they really have a grip on this game already. And we're only 6 minutes into it, but you can see their experience. You can see that they've been here, done that at this level. And in other competitions and school level, club level, county level, they are so assured individually and as a team. All popping up all over the pitch, and they have confidence and each other as well. Look at that, even a simple thing like a hand pass going straight to exactly where it intended, not too high, not too low. And the movement is good, and the composure is good, the creativity is good, the patience is good. Kate Fagan again from Mullahorn. No rush, no panic. This is Aoibhinn Smith from the Lavey Club. Gets it across to Kennedy. They're just taking their time here and waiting for the run in, but that's a free out actually. One of the Cavan players must have done something there that I didn't spot, but the referee, Finnegan, right on the spot, and he saw something. Maybe it was a player coming across another one, but it's a free out for Antrim. And Maeve Devlin is looking where to go with it, and she goes to McNichol, but that has gone astray. Or rather, the Cavan player has nipped in to get it, and it's Fagan, of course. She's been very lively so far, and that's dangerous. And the referee's going to bring that back because there was a foul out here. But yes, Cavan putting the press on Antrim there when Antrim really should have been getting that away. They are being very effective early on. A little bit of respite as the referee has to tie the laces of the Antrim player. But certainly Antrim not settling into this game just yet. Just checking on the live chat on the YouTube to make sure everything is okay there, and it seems to be a good audience there watching the game. Feel free, as I say, to leave a comment there as we progress through the game if you like. And it's also on Ulster Ladies Facebook. Sheridan was a little bit ambitious from there into the win, but she was confident enough to go for it, but just didn't have the distance on it. The centre half forward Hannah Donaghy, the captain, all the way back there, and she's gone looking for a return. Not sure it's going to get there just yet, but Antrim have possession in front of the Cavan dugout, and they come back to go forward. And that is a net. So both teams have been used to playing together for a couple of years now, and of course Martin Sherlock has been in charge of Antrim, and they've had great success, but this is a real step up today, and they needed to make this step up, and it's great that they are competing at this level. It will be a real learning exercise for them. Might be a little bit of a shock to the system, but let's see if they can compete at this level, and so far they have been, but they need a score to settle them. Anna McGarry has it. They've stolen it away from Cavan, and they might even get a score here now, but Cavan defenders and midfielders working so hard to come back there, and again they have just cancelled that one out. But let's see where this goes. Oh, terrific clearance. What a clearance. If she meant that, that's one of the clearances of the season so far, right into the path of Aoibhinn Smith, and that's the sort of ball that really works well in the transition. Fagan plays it across. It took so many Antrim players out of it. There's so many of them still around midway trying to get up the field, and that's a tricky one. Beautifully put over the bar by Mussey from Mullahoran, and that is what Cavan do. They already are looking like a very, very well oiled machine the way they play, from that kick out to the way that was driven over the bar by the midfielder. It's 1-2 to no score, and they've got it again, and they are punishing Antrim at every opportunity, and yet Antrim have had quite a lot of the possession, if not more of the possession. Bradley to McGurr. This is better from Antrim, but can they get a score? Can they get up the field and make a bit of an imprint there? This Cavan defence so organised. You're looking at 2 or 3 players sitting in there. They know where they are. Indeed, they've stopped it at source. Very strong around the middle. That was the number 8 who got the challenge in, and now the number 9, Mussey, bursting forward for them. The support there is from Smith. This is Gilmartin. And they feed it in, even though there's a lot of Antrim players there. It's the Cavan players finding each other, and they don't take too long on the ball. They move it around, let the ball do the work. There's nobody taking solos out of it. And Sheridan has given it aside to McAvinny, and she went for her score and just not quite able to get the target there, but the threat there again from Cavan. They're motoring extremely well 12 minutes into this game. McGahey then, where can she go? She is looking for movement and does well to find Heffron. Cavan's press beaten there, but they do come back at the second time with McPhillips trying to stop Antrim, but they get it to Rice. Pops it in to Stewart. Stewart on the run, and she nips in one way and then the other, going through the middle. It's a bit congested, but she's still got possession for her team, and McGarry leaves it off to Rice. This is better from Antrim, but can they get a score? Erin Stewart there now gets onto her right foot, but still Cavan get in there, and look at that brilliant defending from Cavan rather. They don't dive in, they wait for the opportunity and force the error, and the error came, and that is the way it has gone so far. Cavan very disciplined and very patient, and they've turned over Antrim again. This is O'Mara stepping inside for Cavan. That's super play again, and it is Mussey storming through the middle, and there's a player ahead of her, maybe even 2 if she wants to use it. The referee spots 2 hops there actually, so it's going to be a free out for Antrim. But they look much more threatening, Cavan, when they go forward than Antrim do at the other end. They go forward with conviction and pace, whereas Antrim at the other end are going into blind alleys, 2 or 3 players coming in and taking the ball away from them. And Antrim just about managed to beat the press again. That ball, I think, though, is going to go, well, actually it is. It's going to go to Rice. I thought it might be intercepted. But a kick pass, a second kick pass in a row, and it looked like a 50-50, but they've managed to win it, and Mia Mills has it now with the turquoise boots, and they're certainly working for her. She's nipped inside beautifully and might even get a score. Oh, pick that one out. Mia from the Gorge with a special goal for Antrim in this Ulster Minor Platinum final. Well, wow, what a goal for the Saffrons, and it's been all Cavan so far, but boom, what a response that is from Antrim. Fabulous. Maybe we do have a game on. 1-2 to a goal. The sun has come out and the game has gone up a level. Sheridan now, and Antrim win it away from her. That's great play. The 2 number 11s going for it, but it's the Antrim number 11, Donaghy, who gets it forward. to Aoibhinn Monaghan, and this is the player they want on the ball, and she will go at Cavan all day long. The referee has given her advantage. She's still going. Is she going for her own score? She tries to get it across. The advantage has lapsed, so they don't get the free out of that one. But the threat is there from Monaghan, and maybe Cavan were expecting that but didn't expect it from Mills. Brilliant from the Saffrons. Brilliant from Mia Mills. Super goal. That one's going up on Instagram, maybe even TikTok. This is Mussey. Cavan had it all their own way. Now they have to think again, and now they have to raise it. And that's a great ball in to McAvinny, popping up in a great position out on the right. It was all too easy for Cavan, wasn't it? But now they know what Antrim can do, and that's a real scrap for the ball, and it's surely going to be a hop. No, it's going to be a free out. Breeze really picking up again, and as I say, coming across into the camera, if you like. That's McGarry. Does well and gets a good ball, but that has gone astray. She knew as soon as she hit it. Well, they let the kick passes go for the goal. There was two of them, and I was thinking maybe they were ill-advised, but they both were just about perfect. But the problem is with a kick pass, it has to be perfect. Otherwise you're giving away cheap possession. But it worked for the goal and it looked great. But there's other times maybe it isn't the percentage ball, and you don't see Cavan doing it too much. Here they come again with Katie May Riley, number 6 from the Knockbride Club. McAvinny from King's Court Stars. Donaghy puts her under pressure. She goes looking for the return. That's a key factor in the way that they play, and that's a decent effort. This is going to drop over. What a score. She is a King's Court star. Definitely a star for her county as well, and that's a super response, and that's what Cavan can do. And it was the way she went looking for the ball back and got it with ease. Now the Cavan press has been pretty good. Antrim have to be good to get this away, but there's nothing short. She's going to have to go long. And pops it up the middle, but the press is on, but Antrim still managed to get it. So that's the first hurdle negotiated for the Saffrons. They get it to Hannah McGurr. This is excellent from Antrim. Now they get it to Monaghan. She's full of jinx and tricks, and she's going to get a free as well. I think the referee let her go and is going to bring it back now. Just checking the messages on the live chat, and there are a few there from Danielle McGovern and from Padraig McCahill. He's from the Gorch, and he's obviously delighted with that goal. Mia, he says. Well done to Mia. Brilliant goal indeed. It has really lit this final up. And here she is on the ball again. Blocked down though by Grigorenko. Antrim get it to Monaghan. Monaghan playing against Cavan, if you like. Oh, brilliant hand in there. She came in on the blind side there, Lauren Miney. She's got through a mountain of work already, and it's that kind of work as well. But that ball has been given away, and Antrim are going to pounce here because Shauna Bradley has it. Another player from the Gorts leaves it off. But that one again is broken down, and Antrim, apart from that goal, they've been a little bit naive in their attacking, and Cavan looking to punish them again with a quick transition, and they've let the ball go this time, but only when they were sure it was going to reach Fagan. And Fagan turns, what a player she is, and she's got support over the far side. She might go herself. She does go herself, and that is what Cavan can do. You make a mistake at one end with a sort of a naive ball, and they will get the ball up and punish you within seconds, and it's exactly what they do. And they have almost cancelled out the goal now. They lead by 4. Antrim doing well again from the kick out. McGarry. This is Annette. Oh, that's a good ball to Hannah Donaghy. She's been full of running so far, and she's got in behind. That's a super ball all the way in, and it is Stewart. If she can finish, she's got another goal. Well, they've no points so far, Antrim, but it doesn't matter when you're getting the goals. They are going straight for goal, and that was beautifully worked. And it was finished to the net by Erin Stewart. I saw her dad, Carl, in the car park before the game. He was a great player from St. Gall's. So's his daughter, and that's a terrific goal. And her brother, Sean, is with Cliftonville in the Irish Cup. It could be a great afternoon for the Stewarts. It's 2 goals to 1-4. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Feel free to leave me a message there on the comments on Facebook and on the YouTube as well, because this Antrim team is, well, it's an unusual performance so far. They're playing against a machine. A lot of fabulous players here from Cavan who are used to playing at this level, but Antrim have got 2 goals and they are sticking in this game absolutely brilliantly with those 2 very, very impressive goals. But here come Cavan again, and it's O'Mara, but Antrim snuffed that one out as well, and they are really showing a lot of character here, and they've brought a lot to this final. And there were fears, I would have thought, in the first 10 minutes that they might be blown away, but they are not being blown away. This is fantastic from the Saffrons, fantastic to see at this level, and their manager Martin Sherlock deserves an awful lot of credit. But here come the Cavan girls again looking for a score, and indeed they get it. That's their 5th point of the game. Antrim haven't got a point at all, but they've got 2 goals, and they were cracking goals. So it's 2 points in it. So I'm just checking on the comments. I'd really love to know what you are all thinking about this game, because I know there's not that many people at this game, but I'm sure there's a big crowd around the country tuning in and maybe supporting this Antrim team, making a little bit of history today by just being here. Here's their captain again, and it's Donaghy. Fabulous play by Hannah Donaghy, and 3 Cavan players eventually get the ball off her, but it's taken 3 of them. And Antrim trying to go direct all the time, and they have that goal threat, and they've Avie Monaghan there as well, so they might get another goal or 2, you never know. But very, very interesting game. 2 goals for Antrim, 1 goal and 5 for Cavan, so 6 scores against 2 scores. But Cavan know they're in a game. This Antrim team has got something about them. And that kick is going, has it gone over? It has actually. She looked as if she was disappointed with the kick, and then it dropped over the bar. 6 points for Cavan, no points for Antrim. 22 minutes nearly gone. Now the kickouts have been intriguing for me, because Antrim have won a lot of them, even though Cavan have had a great press, and they're going to win another one. They've won so many of their kickouts, but not in the traditional sense, and when they get it around that area, they've been very good in transitioning up the field, and Monaghan has taken on all of the Cavan defenders. 1, 2, 3, and they've done that a lot. It's been individual efforts more than passing it around, and that's gone just to the right. They still remain without a point, but it's been individuals taking them on, like the likes of Donaghy going at them, whereas Cavan really knit together with 2, 3 players involved in their attacks. That's been one of the big differences. But they have good individuals who can't get the goals, as you have seen. That one played into the path of Holly McPhillips from Shercock, with the bright, is it orange or red coloured boots? This is McAvinny, and yeah, I was thinking that, overcarried. Credit to the Antrim defence. She was throwing tricks all over the place, but a little bit too many. Free for Antrim. And the good thing about this game, if you're looking at it from a neutral point of view, the goals have given Antrim a lot of confidence. They know they can get goals, so they're not worried at this stage. They're right in the game, and they've got the confidence to take on their opponents, which is exactly what Mia Mills did there. You see that confidence, you see it coming out of them. McGarry, who's been involved in so much, Donaghy involved now, the captain, pops it into McGarry. Can they get a point though? That would be nice. Comes back to Donaghy, or maybe they're just going to go for goals all day. Sure, why not? 2, 3 players again for Donaghy to face up, and she leaves it off to Stewart. And Antrim now get it out to Monaghan, and Cavan just keeping them outside the scoring area and waiting to pounce. Nearly pounced, but instead Leah Stewart does well, and Leah will pump it out to that far side, and Cavan just sitting in there. They're very clever and very organised. They're just keeping Antrim at bay, trying not to let them get into that scoring area. Antrim being patient, but someone's going to take it on now, or can they find a little bit of room? They're trying to feed it through, but they in the end have made what is called an unforced error. Certainly in the likes of, is it tennis they call that? An unforced error. Cavan just waiting. I mean, how many frees have Antrim had around that area? Very, very few, if any. Cavan have not fouled. And now on the transition, they've loads of room up here for McAvinny and co. Gilmartin, who started it all. They've got a lot of options there. Antrim have got players back there working hard, but O'Mara gets her kick away. Oh, it goes off the top of the post. Very, very unlucky. You don't see that too often. Right on the black bit at the very top. That was very, very close. a net now for Antrim. Game being played at a terrific pace. Sun has gone in behind a cloud just now. Pitch is like a carpet. The players obviously enjoying playing out there, and it has allowed the game to be played at a great pace and allowed the skills to shine. Eiveen Monaghan from the Glenavy club feeds it in, but again an unforced error. Cavan don't make too many of those, but Antrim have made too many for their liking. The fullback Cora McDonald for Cavan, still in possession. They get it to Gilmartin, but that might break down, nearly intercepted by McGurr. Antrim have worked very hard in the first 25 minutes of this game. The good news for them, although they're the underdogs, they're the new girls at this level, is that they're still very much in the game, but they're relying on goals. But why not? Here come Cavan. 3 points to the good, looking for another one. Oh, and they're so unlucky again to hit the post. That's 2 in a row that have hit the post from Cavan. Definitely the better all-round team. They're very slick, but they'll be arguably disappointed to only have a 3-point lead. Free for Antrim, which McGurr will take. To Monaghan. Eiveen spins down the right hand. Oh, brilliant. The right hand side, and she's gone past 2 players, and she's still going. Needs a bit of support, or does she? She can go all the way on her own if she wants. Gets the support now coming in, but it's gone to the right and wide from McGarry. You see there again the contrast in the attacking play. Great individual effort, but they end up seemingly outnumbered and maybe picking the wrong options, but that's just down to experience. That's a high one straight up the middle, but it looks like a brilliant one as well for Cavan, and it is, from the goalkeeper Foncha Higgins. This is Sheridan. Great balance and composure on the ball. Waiting to direct the play, waiting for movement, and she can take it on herself. Under pressure there, she remains cool, and they end up getting it to Mussey. She's got support there from McAvenny, and the kick comes in. Well, they've hit the post with the last 2, but not with that one. That's another point, and it's 1-7 now for Cavan. Still 4 points in it. And I'd say Cavan will not be too enamoured with that, considering the amount of possession that they have had. And Antrim will be fairly happy, I would imagine, to be 4 points down at this point, considering the way the game has gone. But that has broken down, and Cavan may punish them here. It's 4 in it, but it may go to 5 or even 7, depending where this one ends up. And it's blocked down. Great defending to put it out for a 45, and the Antrim defence doing their job there when they were under serious pressure. Let's see who got the challenge in, and I think it was at number 5. I think it was Aoife Fitzsimmons from Lavyarrick. Credit to her. Famous name from up on the hill there outside Belfast. The Fitzsimmons name synonymous with the red hands up there, and they'll be very proud of that challenge from Aoife. Some messages coming in on the Facebook. Olive Doherty wishing her niece Amelia Mussey and all the girls the very best of luck, watching from New York. Sheridan, oh, it's a great dig. She's got great distance and accuracy as well, and it ends up in a score for Kate Fagan. I wonder, did they rehearse that one? It certainly looked like it. 1-8. Cavan now have 8 points on the board. Cavan 8 points and 1 goal. Antrim 2 goals, no points. Sheridan nips in to win that again and will get her free. She's beginning to dictate the pace of this game, but plays it straight in to Lara McNichol, who does well. This is Shanna Bradley for Antrim. It's been a few minutes since they have been up the field. They were a bit lucky with 2 shots hitting the post, but Cavan have now stretched their lead out to 5. So coming up to half time, Antrim need to calm things down a little bit. not concede any more, maybe even get a score of their own as we go into the last 30 seconds. Here's McGarry to Rice. She's from Glenavy, the same club as Aoibhinn Monaghan. This is Erin Stewart. Leaves it off to Aoibhinn Monaghan. And she pops in a nice ball. And it's gone to Anna McGarry from the Ardoyne Kickham's club. Nearly has a sight of goal. Stewart, will they get their first point of the game? That's not going to curl in. You see what she was trying to do with the breeze, but not quite. Fionnuala Murphy has messaged as well. Hiya, Fionnuala. She says, good luck, Antrim from Baltimore in Cork. And Betty Ann McNichol watching from Dungiven. Come on, Cavan, she says. Thought that might have been a connection with Lara McNichol, the number 2 for Antrim, but obviously not so. Brenda Mullen says, well done, Mia. Great goal. It was indeed a great goal. And Catherine Nelson says, good luck to the Glenavy girls and Antrim. Thanks for all those messages on Facebook. We hope you are enjoying the coverage. Big coverage, big connection there, big crowd watching actually online. And here now is Katie O'Mara for Cavan. Oh, well blocked down. And I think it was the number 13 back there. It was Leah Stewart who got that challenge in. And that looked to be a certain point, at least for Cavan. Now, Antrim taking the game to their opponents again. That's terrific play, and it's run out of time, though. That's the end of the first half, and it's ended with an interesting scoreline. Unusual one. Antrim 2 goals, Cavan 1-8, so 11 plays 6. But a team that can score goals have always got a chance, and that doubt will be there in Cavan's mind in the second half if Antrim can bang in a goal or two. They certainly have girls who can get goals, and goals change games if not win them. And that is the scene here in Crossmaglen as we will take a break now as the players go off. We'll be right back with the second half when the players reappear. Welcome back for the second half. Antrim have been out a few minutes. Cavan have now joined them here at Crossmaglen in the sunshine for the second half of this Ulster Minor Platinum final. The messages are flying in on Facebook. I'm delighted that people are enjoying the game and the coverage as well. It's been a terrific game and very, very interesting. And Cavan leading, but Antrim right there in their face. And we have a message from Gaelfast. That's the scheme, if you like, set up a few years ago to develop Gaelic games at youth level and in schools in Antrim, and they say, let's go Antrim, a strong second half coming up. Antrim Abu, Brendan Cumusky enjoying the coverage, best of luck for the second half. Cavan, he says, he's with Cavan actually. And Gormley, good luck to Clodagh Clark and Cavan from the Reynolds and Louth. Clodagh is in the subs, coming back from a cruciate. She's done well with her schools, come back with them, but she'd love to get on here and possibly will. So those are messages, and remember one from New York as well. Olive out there in New York enjoying the coverage. So thank you for those messages coming in at the end of the first half. Antrim taking the game to Cavan now, and that's Mills from a very difficult angle. And has she got it? Whoa, she has got it. What a score. Well, it's taken a long time for Antrim to score their first point in this game, but when it came, that's a belter from a ridiculous angle. And it's the number 15, Mia Mills again, who got the terrific goal in the first half, and now she's added a point, and Antrim are on the boards in terms of points. Great score. And a good boost right at the second half. I was about to make the point that it's been more difficult in the two games we've done so far today to score at these goals, but not so for Antrim right away, and here she comes again. Mills trying to get onto that right foot, and Cavan very aware of that, so they're forcing her out, and the shot from distance from Anna Rice. Oh, it's just gone to the right. Two in a row would have been interesting, wouldn't it? Taking the game to Cavan right at the start of the second half. This is good stuff from Antrim. 4 in it now, and they put the press on to try and stop Cavan getting out, but instead Fáinne Higgins does brilliantly. Oh, hold on, Antrim have won it back. That's Anna Rice doing superbly for her team to win it back, and she's given it into her captain Donaghy, and that kick, that goal, what nearly ended up in the top corner. It's going to be a 45 for Antrim. Well, you've got to admire the way Antrim play this game, and in the start of the second half they've taken the game to Cavan. They have no inhibitions at all. They're respecting their opponents, but they're going right at them at the start of the second half, and why not? That's the way to do it, and they've made this a very, very interesting final. And you just don't know what's going to come next. They scored more goals than points. They're out of the game, then they get a goal out of nothing. But they keep going for it, and that's what you've got to admire, and that's a tricky one, and there might even be a chance on the rebound here, and Mills was very, very brave to get there first. She didn't get a reward, but that has been the way Antrim have started this second half. They are really, really pushing Cavan to the limit. They're going at them from all sorts of angles. And that one, oh, it could have gone anywhere. Brave from the defender as well, and I'm glad to say both of them are okay after that. But Antrim there have had a couple of sights of goal that would really, really make it interesting. And they're pressing really hard here to not let Cavan out. So the clearance has to be long. On the bounce, Antrim get it again. And they come again, and they get it to Donaghy again, the captain again, and she loves going at them, but she wants to get on that right foot. But look at that drop of the shoulder. She's done that a few times. She's done it again and nearly gets a goal. Mills is there. That might even be a penalty. I think it is, you know, because it was a push in the back, and I think the referee has spotted it. I think the arms are going to go up here to signal a penalty. He's signalling a push. And has he given it? He's standing there anyway. He hasn't definitely ordered the penalty from what I can see. He hasn't signalled for that, or has he? He has now. It's a penalty for Antrim, and they deserve it. The way they have taken the game to their opponents in the second half. Brilliant save by Fáinne Higgins. We know she can do that, but she's going to have to produce another great save here maybe for her team, because it's 2-1 to 1-8. It's 11-7. This to bring it right back in it. Erin Stewart with the kick. So it's Fáinne Higgins, a fantastic goalkeeper, up against Erin Stewart from St Gall's for Antrim, looking for a second goal of the game to make this really interesting. Oh, and it's just gone to the right. She's aimed for the corner and just missed the corner, and it's gone the wrong side of the post. Well, Antrim have been very adventurous and brave in the first 4 minutes of the second half. That was an opportunity that has been missed. But Cavan now do get out from the press. and they might punish Antrim a little bit further. It could have been a 1-point game, but Cavan looking to stretch that now with Sarah McAvinny giving it in to O'Mara. Chased by the number 17 there actually for Antrim, and that is Kiva Scullion. So she's come into the play at half time. A change for Antrim, number 17 in at half time. Cavan trying to get a score. The Antrim players all back there, trying to turn it over, trying to give them no space at all. This is Fagan. Shrugs off a few challenges and belts it with the wind to the right and wide, but she is going to still get a free. So Cavan have survived that, can we call it an onslaught at the start of the second half from Antrim? Maybe a saffron storm, we could call it that. But certainly makes it very, very interesting. You have to admire the way Antrim play this game. Not so much about possession football and that kind of thing. They just go for it. And it is refreshing to see. Sheridan will look for a return here, gets her return. She is such a nippy player on the ball and just gives it back to Fagan. And between the two of them, they can't get a kick on it because there's no space there. Antrim have done very well to come out, but Mussey might try. Again, look at the work by the Antrim players there, coming back. They have 13 players behind the ball. Soon to be 14 because Mills is coming back there as well. Crossfield ball finds Miney. But good from Antrim again, keeping them out. So just the 1 point in the second half, but Antrim with that golden opportunity from a penalty to bring it back to 1. Now they might get a score though with Fagan. She connects well, but it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. Well, I'm wondering what you're thinking about it. Leave your comments there in the live chat on YouTube and on Facebook. I'd love to hear from you. What are you thinking about this game? What are you thinking of the performance from Antrim and the way they've taken the game to them? Cavan though, with the lead. Antrim trying to win it from that kick out. It's Cavan though. Here they come, here come the Breffni Blues again, and there's threat here. At least a point is on, you would imagine, but good defending again from Antrim to keep them out. But still the kick comes in the end, and it goes over. Good score for Cavan, their first in the second half. And I think it was Mussey who got the score. I might be mistaken. No, I think it is. It was Mussey. 6.5 minutes it's taken, and they restore their lead of 5 points. 1 each in the second half, which seems harsh on Antrim, but you've got to take your chances at this level. And Cavan now turning the screw, and it's Mussey again, and she gets her free. You've got to take your chances when you get them. Really strong breeze coming across the field. If you imagine on that far side where Cavan have it, the wind will carry the ball, if they put it up in the air at all, right into the right corner. So they've got to measure this. They've got to be patient. It's Mussey again looking for another score. She's come really strong in the last 5 minutes or so. Sheridan pops a lovely ball in, and there's a goal on here possibly, or at least a point. And indeed they do get their point. That was really well worked. Good patience, good creativity, good speed, good finish. Cavan lead by 6. 13 plays 7. And it was Holly McPhillips, of course, with the score. But beautifully created by Mussey and Sheridan. And Antrim under pressure again. And Sheridan really dictating the play now and popping this one out to Gilmartin. Cavan players now enjoying themselves. They now have gone from what could have been a 1 point lead to a 6 point lead. Kate McShane now getting involved. Antrim may have missed their opportunity with that penalty, because Cavan are looking to put it out to 7, maybe more. Mussey puts a nice ball in there. And that kick crossfield is going to be intercepted, is it? Oh, not quite. Gilmartin has it for Cavan, and they are turning the screw now. McPhillips, as they bide their time and just draw Antrim across the field. Sheridan again. Nice ball out to this side, beautifully measured to Kennedy. Kennedy comes inside, and of course it's McPhillips who got the last score, popping up in dangerous positions, and there's a ball over the top. If they spot it, they did spot it, and it goes all the way through and goes wide. That was an opportunity there, but the Antrim player just did enough to put her off. That could have been a goal opportunity, as you see. Going all, I don't think she expected it in the end, and it went through for a wide. Now this kick out is important for Antrim. Well, she spotted the run, thought once about it, thought twice, and then tried to find Rice, but it's going to be a Cavan ball. Strong play again from Mussey. Put the pressure on and then let it go out. Oh, but she's given it straight away. She's given it to Aoibhinn Monaghan for Antrim now, a chance for them to transition. She's been fouled by Miney, but she keeps going. Good advantage from Gavin Finnegan, the referee from the Kingdom in County Down, from Unreacht. That ball crossfield, nearly intercepted as well, but it is intercepted, but illegally. Free for Antrim. Aoibhinn Monaghan calling for it, and that is going to get to her. Here is Aoibhinn Monaghan now, and she drills it in there, but that is going to be easy picking for Cavan. Challenge comes in from Leah Stewart, but Cavan will still come away, and that ball given away too cheaply at this time in the game for Antrim. They need to keep possession. You see the way Cavan kept possession for about 5 minutes down the other end and waited and waited and then took their chances. This is Cora McDonnell. Sheridan giving a nice ball in again. Always seems to find a player with the perfect pass. This is McAvenny now, faced up by Devlin. Trying to come inside. Met by one or two players. That could be a really good ball. Intercepted. No, it's actually broken really nicely, and it's Fagan off the crossbar. So unlucky for Cavan, and that could have been lights out time for Antrim. They survived there, but only just. Kate McShane for Cavan as they come again. It's hard to believe that Antrim had a chance to go within a point just a few minutes ago, but it's Cavan now turning the screw. They're 6 up, could have gone 9 up. Could go 7 up here if McPhillips gets her second point. They are going for the jugular. They're going for goal, but Antrim have turned that over. Antrim hanging on, and you have to hang on in games like this, and they've done extremely well to do that so far in this game. It took 2 goals in the first half. It took the crossbar in the second half. Can they get closer though? Over carrying. Decision goes to Cavan. She's still flying down the wing. She hasn't heard the decision. It's a free for Cavan, and Antrim having difficulty just getting out. So close. Good point by Adrian Mullen, much the same as I was saying. Antrim had 5 attacks from the start of the second half and got nothing from it, maybe just 1 point. Cavan using their experience, that's a fair point. Here comes Mussey again. Mussey from Mullahoran. This is McAvenny, and she picks, no, I was going to say she picked off her point. She didn't, it didn't reach. Instead, Holly McGahey dealt with that perfectly from Gordon Amona, but they've given it away, Antrim. Straight to Kennedy, to Sheridan. Links the play as usual, and the shot comes in from McPhillips, and she picks off her point, and Antrim, creators of their own downfall there, goes out to 7 points. 2 for Shercock girl Holly McPhillips in the last 5 minutes or so. Antrim struggling to get out, but that's better. They get it from the kick out. Cavan pressing though and trying to win it the second time round, and they do win it back. Cavan with a stranglehold on this game now. Lots of room for McAvenny here. All the Antrim players dragged over the other side. O'Mara from the Cavan Gales Club gives it into McAvenny. This is Gilmartin. They've been very patient as usual, and of course the player at the centre of it all is Sheridan. The kick from Fagan, it's not going to reach, and it's dealt with by Annette. Under pressure from Gilmartin. Does well, or does she? She does. I thought she might have got blown for over-carrying, but she gets her free. Sun has come out strongly again here. Really enjoying this final, coming up to the 3rd quarter mark. And even though Cavan seem to be the superior team, they've scored 10 more points than Antrim. They scored 11 points to 1 from Antrim, yet it's still not decided. You still know that Antrim are capable when they go forward, and they're going forward. And this is Anna McGarry. Brilliant play by the girl from Ardoyne Kickham's. Gives it into Mia Mills from Gorton and Mona. It's a Belfast double act, and now it's Monaghan going through with a goal chance possibly. Well, the referee did blow. Is it going to be a free in, or was she fouled inside the square? I think it's going to be a free in. Couldn't be another penalty, could it? Well, he's gone to that spot. But no, it's a free. But a great attack, and nearly saw Aoibhinn Monaghan in on goal. It's Erin Stewart with it. She's asking where to take it from. Right in front of the goals. We see a substitution being made because the Antrim number 2, Lara McNichol, has been replaced. Not quite sure who's come on for her, but let's watch this free being taken, and then we'll spot it in a minute or two. Bit of a delay here for Erin, but I presume she's just going to pop this over the bar, which would be Antrim's second point only of the game. They haven't had many frees, as I made the point earlier. Cavan's defending has been very disciplined. They haven't given her many opportunities, but indeed it is a point for Antrim. 6-point game again, with 15 to go. From the kick out, lots of room here for Kate McShane. She wasn't picked up. That's too easy for Cavan to get out with the ball at this time in the game. But out they get. Mussey, she's had a brilliant second half. They just can't handle her. She's been terrific. I think we're looking at player of the match for either herself or Ella Sheridan. What do you think? Last 15. Feel free to give me your opinion. This is Fagan. She's looked really lively the last few minutes, and that's a super ball. Measured perfectly for Mussey, and she drills it just inside the post. That was all about Fagan, and Antrim caught sleeping a little bit. They didn't follow Mussey, and they haven't been able to contain her in the second half. She's had a great second half. It goes out again to 7. The press on from Cavan. Can Antrim get out? In the end, they put it straight up the middle, and they've given it to Katie May Riley, and it's gone straight back at them. Brilliant ball inside. Oh, what a block though. What a terrific block, and I think it was Leah Stewart back there who got that block, and that has kept Antrim in the game. Well done by Kiva Scullion there at the back for Antrim. And they get out. They're still in this game. They just won't go away, Antrim. Just about hanging on, but look at them going forward. Mills leaves the ball behind her, but then drives it over to that far side. And they carry a threat, but all the Cavan players are back. Can they find a way through? If anyone can, it's Hannah Donaghy. Gives it to Erin Stewart. Good run by Bradley, the number 7 all the way up there. Lots of blue jerseys there, but Donaghy gets her kick away. They need this to go over, and it's gone over. Super point for Antrim. As I said, they just will not go away. 2-3 plays 1-12. We're back to a 6-point game. It's point for point at the minute. There's another change for Antrim, and I think it's Anna McGarry going off and being replaced by Keelan McAllister. Number 24 is on for Antrim. Now the kick out the last time was won easily for Cavan. Antrim didn't really follow all their players, but they've won it this time. It's gone straight to Hannah Donaghy. Now if ever Antrim needed a goal, this is the time, and it's a great ball in. Oh, what a save by Foncha Higgins. She is a fantastic goalkeeper, and she stood up and stood strong there at an important time in the game. That would have brought it back to 3. Antrim knocking on the door, but brilliant goalkeeping again by Foncha Higgins from Mullahoran. But Antrim will come again. That was a great effort. Now they get it to Monaghan. She definitely carries a goal threat, but having to come inside, and it's congested there. Antrim, they're knocking on that door. They want to blast through that door, and here they indeed come, and that's a great ball inside, and Donaghy's there, and they nearly get through, but I think it's going to be a free out, or certainly a clearance, and indeed Cavan survive. Well, it's been a terrific game. Some people might have thought it would be one-sided, but Antrim have really turned up here today, and they've shown themselves and given themselves great credit. They have gone toe-to-toe with Cavan at times, and they could have got it back to 1, could have got it back to 3. There's a sub I didn't tell you about who came on, by the way, for Antrim. That was the one I missed. 22. Emily McCrory from St. Gall's has been in the last 5 or 6 minutes for them. This is Sheridan from Killenkeer. And she just pops it for Kate Fagan. And Kate Fagan a little bit of room, and she offloads. A chance at least for a point. But it's gone to the right and it's gone wide. 11 to go. 6 points in it. And Antrim are still in it. Is there drama at the end of this game? Antrim get out. They get the ball. They're playing into the strong sun, by the way. It's in their faces. But here they come with great pace. Never mind the sun. They are going straight at them. That's great play, I think, by Fitzsimmons over on that side. Antrim taking the game to Cavan again. Bravely. With speed and pace. And no fear, and popping an interesting ball in there, and it nearly reached Erin Stewart. It was a little bit unorthodox, but nearly got there. But they have won it back now with Bradley. Bradley gives it inside. They'll take a point now. Donaghy, a challenge come in. It might have put her off, but it didn't. She gets her score away. The captain drags Antrim to within 5 points. Tactical point made on the live chat on YouTube. Thanks for that. Great numbers in attack for Cavan and the press and the Antrim kick out, giving them a great platform to press them. Well, that message came in just before the last passage of play when Antrim got out, and now Cavan have got their own possession from their own kick out, and that's a great ball, releasing Kate Fagan and taking a lot of the Antrim players out of the equation. But Cavan don't have that many forward, and they've been well marked, and Antrim working hard to get back, so it has to be a crossfield ball, and it is to Alva Kennedy. She gives it to O'Mara, and O'Mara tries to get past and does get past and is through here. Will she be satisfied with a point? She goes all the way for goal and gets her goal, and Katie O'Mara may have just won it for Antrim, because we are running out of time, and that now puts real daylight between them. And that was a great counter-attack from Cavan, all the way from the goalkeeper up to O'Mara. She's a deadly finisher, we knew that, from Cavan Gales, and that could just be the Ulster Minor Platinum Final going to Cavan. I said Antrim weren't going away, but they might not have a choice now. That might just be too much to expect them to come back at this late stage. They've kept the game alive for a long time, but that score may just have settled the argument. Good point from Niall McKiernan. Say some outrageous last-ditch defending for both sides. Absolutely. It's been a feature of the game. Great ambition from both teams going forward, though. Really interesting game. In fact, the previous game was a bit more, if you like, defensive. Both teams a little bit cautious, a bit like the men's game has been over the years, whereas this game has been more open and more adventurous, and that's what you love to see, and you love to see the girls going for it. Both teams have done it. Both teams have great players all over the field, and you love to see them expressing themselves. There's another block that we were mentioning, and that was by Lauren Miney. This is Mussey. Great power from her in the second half, always looking to go forward, a powerhouse in the middle of the field. Gilmartin now. And this is Aveen Smith to Sheridan, and another lovely ball from her. She always pops a lovely ball in for a forward. And that is McAvenny with a dangerous one. Goalkeeper watched it though. She wasn't just standing on her line. That's good goalkeeping from McGahey. She read the play, made a good interception. But really in the end, Antrim have not scored enough points in this game. They've only scored 2-4 and no points at all in the first half. They'll look back and they'll rue a few chances that they didn't take, but Fagan steals it away from Donaghy, and off she goes. She's got plenty of energy left. She's got Sheridan there and gives it to her. Sheridan does well, does brilliantly. That's a great ball into O'Mara. She got a goal a minute ago. She's looking to set one up this time for McAvenny, but instead, I think the referee indicates that that was a throw ball. 2 changes now for Cavan coming in, and 1 for Antrim. 10 is going off. That's Ruby Gilmartin. Could be hard to follow all these changes, but I'll try and get them for you. 12 or 13, O'Mara maybe is going off, it looks like. 20 for Cavan has come in. That's Niamh McCaffrey from Cornafin. 7 is going off for Antrim. That's Shauna Bradley. She put in a shift. She was up and down the field all day long. She deserves a rest. 21 is in for Cavan. That's Isabel Hall from St Finbarr's. Not sure about the Antrim player who's come in. Don't see that one just yet. We go on with the play. Anyway, 19 is in for Antrim. Clara Murray, maybe that was it, from St Gall's, or maybe she was already in. But anyway, Cavan have possession now. Just over 5 minutes to go. They're looking to finish the job, and of course it's Fagan. She gets her shot away, but doesn't get power on it. Good defending from Antrim. I look to clear their lines, and they do. Can they get it over the top? There's lots of room here for Stewart, I think it is. And there is, and she's well found. That's really good play from Antrim as they try to get up the field. It's Heffron. Gives a nice ball in as well to Donaghy, but Eden isn't able to take it. Instead, Smith has it for Cavan, and now Kennedy will go back to her goalkeeper. 5 to go, 8 in it. It's a game that has kept you on your toes, because you just don't know what's going to happen next. But Antrim now looking a little bit leggy, as you might imagine. 21 for Cavan is Isabel Hall, and that's going to be a free in. Cavan lining up another sub, and I'm lining up a decision for player of the match. Could do with your help. Who do you think for player of the match? Leave a message there if you can on Facebook or on YouTube. Number 8 has gone off for Cavan. Lauren Miney. Again, a terrific performance by her today. And 19 is in. Murren Donohoe from Belturbet. Sheridan looking to put 9 between the teams. And does so. Credit to the goalkeepers. Holly McGahey has done well for Antrim, and Fauncha Higgins, of course, at the other side has made 1 point blank save in the second half. Didn't have to make a save from the penalty. Antrim have definitely had their chances. Here comes Mussey again and leaves it off. And the 2 subs getting involved. A vote has come in for Ella Sheridan for player of the match. I was leaning towards her, but then Amelia Mussey was so strong in the second half. She carried the fight to Antrim and made so much happen that I was thinking maybe her. That's going to be a free out, free for Antrim. But so many contenders for Cavan, and indeed a few for Antrim as well. Hannah Donaghy has played extremely well for them. Anna Rice at times has taken the game to Cavan almost single-handedly around the middle on a tough afternoon. And for Cavan, great performances all over the field. Another sub, and it looks like 18 for 14 for Cavan. So Cavan running the bench. Sarah McAviney coming off, and 18 would be Clodagh Clark from Ballyhaise. Good to see her coming in and getting a chance, getting a run the last 5 minutes or so. And then, of course, if you look at the Cavan forwards, I mean, Katie O'Mara with that last goal. Kate Fagan has always gone so direct and taken the game to Antrim. Ruby Gilmartin got the goal at the start and a point. But I think in the end it comes down to Ella Sheridan or Amelia Mussey. Who do you think for player of the match? Who's your vote? 19 plays 10. Just a couple of minutes left. Cavan sure of winning this one. But Antrim have given them a real fill of it in the second half, and those 2 goals in the first half really lit up the game. That's an interception by Cora McDonnell for Cavan. Credit to their defence. I give a player of the match from the first game to a cornerback, so it doesn't always have to be the forwards. Fauncha Higgins comes out to this one. Sweeper keeper She's obviously enjoying coming out, and no one's going to shout at her now. They have a 9-point lead and it's nearly over, so she's enjoying herself out there. This is Mussey again. Really hard to go past her. Booted clear, but it's going to go straight to Cavan. Great performance, of course, by Kristina Grigorenko as well, the number 2. Number 2 got player of the match in the last game. For this one, I'm thinking 11 or 9. "30 seconds of normal time left." Well, it was a big step up for Antrim, and they've brought a lot of credit to their county and showing that what they've done the last few years hasn't been a fluke at all. They're building and building. Saffron rising. Great performance here today, even though they're going to end up on the wrong side of it, but no shame in that. They performed very well at this top level at minor. Is that another score? It is, and it's beginning to look a little bit cruel to Antrim on the scoreboard, but Cavan finishing the game strongly. A few more subs come on there, and apologies, I haven't been able to pick up all of the changes. There's been that many of them. Kick out belted towards the right half back position, but Cavan have it again, and they are going again with Sheridan and a couple of subs there, but well intercepted for Antrim. Can they get up the field and maybe get another score towards the end of this game? That's the fullback, that's Devlin. Brilliant play by her, but one back for Cavan, and now there's room in behind because they committed. This is Isabel Hall for Cavan. Murren Donoghue was across the other side looking for it to get it to Mussey, and now Mussey stretches the Antrim defence by popping it over on this right side to the number 20, Niamh McCaffrey. They're all looking to get a score in the final to get on the act. 17 is Grace Ruxton from Shercock. She's one of the ones that I didn't see come in. Back to Mussey, full of tricks again, but Anna Rice does brilliantly. They've had a great battle in there, those two. And now there's a chance for Antrim to get away here because Aoibhinn Monaghan has it. Now we're in added time, well into it at the end of the game, but is there something at the end of this game? It's going to take a brilliant individual effort, but instead, great defending by Alva Kennedy to come back there, and textbook defending once again. And there is the final whistle. And it's a Cavan victory after a terrific, brave display from Antrim rather, you have to say. Really put it up to them. It's been a great game, really entertaining. And Antrim have brought great credit to themselves.
Playing area, please. So career aspect. Here we go.
Just sorting out the player of the match as Cavan celebrate winning this platinum final here in Crossmaglen, and you can't say they didn't deserve it. Superb performance by them, so many stars all over the field and so strong at youth level and at schools level. No coincidence that a lot of the players involved in both for club, for school and for county as well. The future looks bright for the Breffneys, there's no doubt about that. And they come up against a new opposition today in Antrim at this level, certainly. And Antrim acquitted themselves very, very well. And they got 2 terrific goals in the first half. They kept the game alive, had a great chance in the second half to bring it within 1 with a penalty. And it just went the wrong side of the post. And they had other chances as well. But overall, in the end, Cavan have deserved it. And it is they who are the champions for 2025. Earlier, Down were winners, Monaghan were winners as well in the other finals, and of course Armagh won the first game here today against Tyrone, and now it's Cavan, 4 of the winners who will go in now to the All-Ireland Series.
On behalf of Cavan Gael and thank all patrons, the final here today. Before we have the I want to thank all just to put this match on today. It's important to play a game. Fantastic today. So could I ask I want to offer to Antrim for today. I want to thank who have helped the Glen team for facilities. Before we have the team, also a player.
Well, you can maybe just about hear that. Player of the match has gone to Ella Sheridan, the captain of Cavan. She had All-Ireland success with Ballyborough Community School last month, and now she has success here today in Crossmaglen with her county in the Ulster Minor Platinum Final. She gets her photograph taken with the Ulster President, Jerry Doherty, and she may as well just stay up there to collect the cup as well.
Another person good.
She's getting used to this.
Firstly, I'd like to thank Crossmaglen. The place was in immaculate conditions, and thanks very much to everyone. I'd like to thank the referee and officials. It's not easy to ref a game, so thanks very much for a fair game. Well done. Well done to Antrim. It was a good sporting game, and thanks very much. She's put us down to the wire, so thank you. 3 cheers for Antrim. Hip it. Hip it. Hip it. I'd like to thank all of our management team. It's not an easy job because we can be quite fussy, so thanks very much. To all the girls, I'd just like to say thank you to everyone for putting in all the effort. Everyone's doing leaving cert, playing camogie and everything, so thanks very much, girls. You deserve a round of applause. That's it.
Short and very sweet, that speech from Ella Sheridan as she brings the cup to her teammates for the traditional celebration. As I say, she's got used to lifting silverware over the last couple of months. Cavan have been used to it for the last few years, and we wait to see if that will transfer to senior level. I'll just wrap up with a few comments that have come in on the chat on Facebook. Lisa Coyle says, well done to Ruby and Clodagh, up Cavan. Adrian Mullen, big step up for Antrim, well done Cavan. Niall McKiernan, congratulations to Martin and all the coaching team and players, fantastic achievement. Well, that is for Martin Sherlock, I think, for Antrim. Betty Ann McNichol, well done Cavan. Miranda Wall, congratulations Cavan. Same from Joanne McCarran. And Brenda Mullen says, brave performance from Antrim. Safs are rising. Well done Cavan. Very slick movement. And that just about sums it up, I think. Thank you for all those comments coming in. We hope you have enjoyed the coverage. We have enjoyed bringing it to you and the previous game. And well done to the winners. But really, Ladies Gaelic football in Ulster is the winner today, going by this standard, and great to see a new team, if you like, competing so well at this level. But in the end, it is the Breffni Blues and Armagh who won the first game here at Crossmaglen. We've had 2 great games, and we hope you've enjoyed the coverage on the Ulster Ladies Facebook and YouTube. So on behalf of the live streaming team, thank you for joining us, and thank you to Ulster Ladies Football as well for bringing us in to live stream these games to you. It's been a pleasure. From Crossmaglen, it's goodbye.